Bertel Twin was the second son and a knight of House Twin. He strode forward and demanded to know what they were doing here, as the castle guard duty was under his command. Kamara frowned and asked if he was supposed to report everything to him, reminding Bertel that he was the heir to the lord. While the two brothers argued, Eugene stepped forward and handed over the letter from the village chief. Bertel reached out to take it, but Eugene pulled his hand back and instead handed it to Kamara, further irritating Bertel. As Kamara read the letter, his expression changed to shock. It stated that the mercenaries had been ambushed by wolves and that everyone had died. It also revealed that the child was an illegitimate son of Lord Twin. Kamara slowly looked at Felix. Felix bowed politely and introduced himself. Kamara gave him a gentle smile, but Bertel's expression darkened. Kamara said that their father was eager to see him. Bertel, in an irritated tone, ordered the servants to take Felix away to be washed and properly dressed, then turned to leave. Eugene stopped him and asked about the promised reward, and requested an audience with Lord Twin. Bertel angrily refused. He said his father was not well enough to receive visitors and that he would pay Eugene in gold, so he should return for now. Eugene remained unconvinced and Bertel's temper began to rise. Kamara quickly stepped in, smoothing over the situation. He persuaded Eugene that meeting their father was impossible at the moment and escorted Felix away with him. Suddenly, a large man approached, calling out to Bertel. He carried several men slung over his shoulder and threw them at Bertel's feet. They were mercenaries who had been stealing from villagers. He said he had brought them here to train them. He added that they should kill one to set an example, since they had been brought to prepare for the dungeon. At the mention of the dungeon, Bertel told him to come inside and discuss it further, and the two left together. Partik stepped beside Eugene and quietly explained that the large man was Sir Galfredic, a knight with a bright future ahead of him. He possessed monstrous strength and the skill to match. Eugene asked what Sir Galfredic was doing here. Partik explained about the newly discovered dungeon. Even though this territory was far from the capital, successfully opening a dungeon was considered a great achievement for a knight. He assumed Sir Galfredic planned to use it as a stepping stone to be hired by a more powerful noble family. After listening, Eugene asked if Partik's job was done for now. Partik nodded and said yes. Eugene then asked if Partik would consider him as his next client. Later that night, the mercenaries were being brutally trained by Sir Galfredic and Bertel. From a window above, Kamara watched them in silence. He knew that ever since their father's health had declined, his younger brother had openly pursued the position of successor. Bertel had brought Sir Galfredic here through his own connections. He was clearly aiming to open the dungeon. If he succeeded, public support would shift toward him. But how could he accomplish the same? He could not simply hire random men. Kamara felt cornered, uncertain of his next move. At that moment, a servant entered and announced that Sir Eugene was requesting an audience. Kamara told him to let Eugene in. When Eugene entered, Kamara greeted him with a pleasant smile and assured him not to worry about Felix. They were ensuring his safety. Once their father awakened, he would properly reward Eugene for bringing the child safely. He also expressed gratitude for the letter. Eugene replied calmly that he was glad to hear it, but for now, he had business only with the lord of the estate. Hearing this, Kamara sat down and asked whether Eugene wished to obtain official identity certification by meeting his father. Eugene answered honestly that he did, but he also had another proposal. He asked to be included in the dungeon raid. Kamara burst into laughter. He called Eugene an interesting man, glanced at his ragged clothes, and asked if the knight who claimed to have killed 5 robbers was trying to improve his image by participating in the dungeon raid. "Is there a reason I should allow you?" Kamara asked. Eugene calmly replied that it was an offer that would cause no harm. As a reward for opening the dungeon, he would take only 100 silver mun and half the loot, excluding the mana stone. Kamara narrowed his eyes. It was a good offer, almost too good. "That is exactly what makes it suspicious," Kamara said. "Given the current economic state, that is very little to ask for." Eugene simply asked, "Do you accept or not?" He then added quietly, "Because from where I stand, it is you who is in a corner right now."